Thoughts on the win? We won.
How's Juwan?
You know, I'm not sure. The doctors seem really positive that he's going to be okay. He strained something up here in his upper chest. So I think they x-rayed it, but I'm sure they'll MRI it and all that to find out. But the doctors talked positive, but they didn't say for sure. I'm sure they'll find out by tomorrow afternoon.
Did John tell you he was pretty sure he could make that one?
No, I told him after the game that I was mad that he missed the one. But I forgive him because he made those at the end.
What were your thoughts on Chase Jasmine's performance coming in?
I thought he did okay. You know, I thought that you got to give Eastern Michigan a lot of credit for how well they played the run. You know, they schemed up a few things that helped them, but they hung in there tough, just like I told you whenever we have our press conference. I told you they were that kind of team. I don't know why you don't believe me then, but I told you those teams from that league, they're just like us. They'll play hard, they'll play physical, they'll play it to the end, and they don't have the bells and whistles that the Power 5 guys do, but they love playing football. So no matter where they finish in their league and all those sort of things, or we finish in our league and all those sort of things, we're the same people. And whenever those two groups get together, guess what? It's going to be a hard, tough, physical football game. That's the way this works. Now, we might play some guys that are so talented that we can't get them into a physical game. But, I mean, they're just like us.
Do you think that Washington not being out there in the second half affected the team mentally?
No, I don't think so. I think our team's pretty mentally tough. You know, him not being out there at full strength probably hurt our performance a little bit.
Speaking of
the interception in overtime, was that a great play on defense or right?
It was a great play because it was Darren Hall and he's young. A veteran cornerback will do that, which means he has a chance to be pretty good. Where they run a corner route behind we have a deep half safety, and they run a corner route behind the corner, and they run an out right in front of the corner because they're trying to attract the rookie to jump the out, and they throw the corner behind him for the big game. Well, veteran cornerbacks try to bait him. They try to act like they're driving the out, and then they feather back into the corner. And they're taking a chance because if it's a perfect pass, he probably can't make that play. But, you know, every once in a while they don't throw a perfect pass, and he made a great play. So he made a veteran play. He baited him in that like he was driving to the out and feathered back into the corner route and caught the ball. So that was a great play.
Did you say anything to the team after that early whistle? And obviously the whole stadium's booing and there's frustration around. Did you have to tell the team anything, or did they kind of bounce back on their own?
No, we and I hope we always are this, we pride ourselves in not worrying about the officials. I mean, they made a terrible call. I mean, might have cost us the game. But it's one of those things. I made a critical mistake this year. I sent some things into the conference office that I thought that they missed some calls on, and they protect each other, so it doesn't matter. I could show you the same calls and you'd agree with me, but they don't agree because they protect each other.
What did you see differently from the first half and the second half? Because you guys started out so strong, 17 points, and they were shut out to the fourth quarter.
I think the critical part of the game was right at the end. I mean, we should have come in at halftime with a 14-point lead. But our young quarterback made a terrible decision and threw an interception with enough time on the clock that they were able to run down the field and score right before halftime. If you take last week's game and this week's game, the exact same thing happened last week, but it was the momentum for us. This was the momentum against us. The other team went into the halftime with great momentum on their side. And they came out and played better. Their team played better in the second half. I think our team played about the same, but their team played better. And so they made it a game. So I think the critical part was right there at the end of the first half.
Glass coming in, you had talked earlier in the week about it was two different game plans for these guys, two different styles. Do you think that his style took a little bit to adapt?
It took us a little while to get used to him, yes. Yes, it did, yeah. And I thought we played the other guy really good.
Yeah.
And then when Glass came in, I thought his ability to move around and not get hit and making plays with his feet and giving himself open lanes to throw in, I thought it took us a long time. We might never have gotten into him except Darren Hall baited him into throwing the corner that he intercepted. The rest of the game, we didn't adjust very well to him, no.
Kind of reminded me of almost like the Agnew proposition for other teams in that because he was able to
Yeah,
move around.
it's very similar, very similar.
And also pretty, I mean, he showed a strong arm a couple times.
Yeah, I was disappointed watching warm-ups because when I watched the film, I thought the starter had the better arm. When I watched him in warm-ups, number 9 has the better arm. So I was very disappointed when I saw that.
What was the reasoning behind the onside kick after the first score?
It wasn't an onside kick. Now this is maybe overcoaching or something. Up until our game, they've been fair catching everything. Okay? And we're kind of proud of how we cover kickoffs. So we were supposed to be squibbing that and try to get it to the back guys, so they had to return it. Well, John Barron hit it right at one of their guys. He was supposed to hit it over the front line and then have it bounce crazy back in the back end, so maybe they'd have a hard time feeling it, and maybe we could cause something good for us to happen. It was a heck of a plan until it didn't work.
How about the field position that you guys got after they go ahead? Then they kind of, they do their short kick themselves. You happy to see that, Rocky? That they
Yeah, if you and it's going to be interesting to watch the film. On the sidelines, it looks to me like we should have popped 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. And that's where we probably missed Jawan there more than we did at tailback. Because I think at least one of those, maybe both of them, if it's Jawan Washington back there, they're touchdowns. So I think they saw the same thing I did, and that's why they squibbed it, because they didn't want the possibility of one of those popping out of there.
How important was it for Kyrie to come back and force that fumble after having a couple struggles deep earlier?
Well, I don't know if it was Kyrie. I think it was Ron Smith. Wasn't it Ron Smith that got the sack? It was Kyrie? I mean, it's in there as Kyrie. I mean, it's in here as Kyrie. Now, I got the film, and I know which corner plays which side. I actually know which corner plays which side. So I'm not gonna dispute it until I have proof. But I think it was Ron Smith. I think it was Ron Smith.
Okay, how important was it for
It was. I thought it was really important because they were in scoring range, and it was a 3rd down play, and obviously the fumble got us the ball and got us the momentum.
Rocky, kind of gave yourselves a little gift here going into the bye week. Take a deep breath now as you get ready for the conference. What are your thoughts?
I think we have to get a lot better. I think if we want to make a run at the conference championship, we have to become a lot better team. But we're playing about like I thought we would. I mean, we have a young coaching staff and we have very young players. So being consistent and good is really hard for both of those groups. So I thought we were going to struggle. Now sooner or later we have to stop struggling and play like a more veteran team than we are right now.
How much more of a challenge has it become losing a couple starters and having?
I mean, it makes it a lot harder. Lose a starting quarterback and lose your best defensive lineman and we lost Tim Wilson for this game. He should be back for the next one. We lost him for this game. He was playing really, really good. We had 4 or 5 guys on the sidelines tonight that are starters. So not only are you young and you lose starters, obviously you're not going to play very consistently and probably not play very well. I'll go back. That might be Kyrie. Was it Kyrie for sure? No, it might be. It might be because tonight, if you noticed, we played a lot more corners tonight than we have in the past.
We're double checking.
So I mean, we had 4 corners playing tonight where we've only had 2 in the past, and they were playing both sides. So it might have been Kyrie. I called the defense. I don't know who ran it.